What is good, YouTube family? It's your boy Roshad, and we back again. I got another video for y'all. This time I'm gonna be talking about the Matrix Resurrection. Yo, apologies in advance, y'all. Man, I'm just doing a quick review for this. I'm probably gonna do a spoiler review too, so I could kind of like go into greater detail about what I'm about to talk about. So, man, this movie was alright, but it wasn't even really that good, man. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. Like, I'm a big fan of like the first two Matrix movies and somewhat a fan of the third one. But this one is like, even, in my opinion, even under the third one in terms of like the story. So you got, of course, Neo. They got the original actress that played Trinity. I can't remember her name, but they got her. They got, like like some sort of like version. I mean, this is supposed to be like non-spoiler, but it does talk about some things you kind of can glean in the trailer. So, FYI, if y'all don't want like absolutely like nothing at all that could even be perceived as spoiler, then probably in the video for you, because I'm just talking about the general plot. I'm gonna do another spoiler discussion that talks about like actual spoilers, like big stuff that happens in a movie, like surprises, right? But anyway, there's like a version of Agent Smith, not like the real Agent Smith, but like a version of him. You got Morpheus, and I can't really talk about him. Now that does kind of spoil the story, but he's like partially like, the black dude is Morpheus, and that, you know that from the trailer. But there's more to it than that, is what I'm saying. So you got all of these characters, kind of like the main folks who they have from the original, right? So they got like those same pieces, and then they also have like some new characters, and the new characters are good. I will say that. Like there's like this main person, like with the blue hair chick, like she's freaking awesome. And there's some other characters too, some other new characters that they introduced. And I would say the characters overall are pretty good. The dude who plays Morpheus this time, he's not as good as Lawrence Fishburne. Like Lawrence Fishburne is like up here, and this guy is like somewhere. He's just not as good. Like, it is what it is. And no, I don't think that's nostalgia talking. Like, I legitimately don't think he's as good. But like the plot, my issue with the movie was the plot. So the whole thing that I feel like intrigued most people about the Matrix was the original plot for the films, or for the like mainly the first one, and how good it was, and how it introduced all these questions and the way they answered all of the questions. But in this, it's like they chose like to raise a bunch of questions, and they didn't answer a bunch of them. And especially like at the end, it's like a big WTF in regards to what's happening at like the very end of the movie. It's like, what the hell? How the narrative doesn't like build, at least as far as my interpretation from what I saw, it doesn't build towards what ends up happening as the movie goes on. Like at least at the very end of the movie. So, I mean, I'll talk about that more in spoilers, but I feel like just in general, everything's kind of about like Neo and the one, and then by the time you get to the end, it kind of turns into something entirely different. You're just like, if you kind of just like seeing, action scenes and kind of that kind of vibe, Matrix vibe of the Matrix, then it still has that. But if you're looking for it to like be a little bit more cohesive in terms of narrative, from a narrative and storytelling perspective, this isn't it. The story in this was not good, in my opinion. The action in this is probably the worst out of like all the original trilogy. Had like all better action than this. So the action scenes in this were like, okay, there'll be like these explosions, and Neo would take it, like block him with his hands, and stuff like that. But he wasn't as smooth. Like if you remember at the end of the first Matrix, he like just went like this, and he was like all smooth with it, right? And this one, he's kind of like awkwardly doing this. It's like, bruh, like what are you doing? And he does that over and over again. I don't know, they like the bullet time, the whole, going back, like, they didn't do any of that. At least I don't remember them doing that in this movie. They had like other like similar types of things where they try to kind of play off of that old nostalgia, but it wasn't the same or better. Like generally when you do something new, it needs to either match what you had in the past or be better than what you had. And this definitely wasn't it. They did have some crazy stuff that was different that they did, like especially toward the end. Like there's one crazy scene at the end with like just a crazy battle, right? There's a crazy battle near the end, and some stuff happening that I was like, whoa, like like where they even get this idea from? Very kind of dark to kind of see things happen the way they did, but it wasn't enough, you know. Like the Matrix Reloaded, if y'all remember that, the action scenes in Matrix Reloaded were easily the best in the whole freaking series. They were just freaking totally ridiculous in Matrix Reloaded. That's why a lot of people love Reloaded. Like a lot of people, that's their favorite, is the second Matrix movie, Matrix Reloaded. And the first one has like the best story. Matrix Reloaded has the best action. And then the third one is, I don't know, it's a conclusion. It is what it is. It's not that great. It's okay. But this one, it told like a different story. It was kind of more of like a love story between like Neo and Trinity. And some parts of it made sense and were good. Like you just really love stories, then of course you'll like that part of the story. But the stuff related to the actual Matrix and the machines and the overarching narrative, like the whole world and how all of that stuff works, it doesn't make any damn sense, man. I don't know. I wasn't giving like a 6, but I'm pretty damn disappointed. I'm gonna have to give it like a 5 out of 10. I didn't really think it was that good, man. But I don't know. Y'all let me know. I would just say go in with low expectations. My expectations were already kind of low, and it still didn't meet them. That's not a good thing, man. So y'all let me know what y'all thought. Yeah, I'm not trying to be hard on the movie. I'm really not. I just feel like the story didn't make no damn sense. If you want to see what the hell I'm talking about, and like especially if you haven't seen the movie and know already, and like you just care about stories, then definitely check out my spoiler discussion, because I'm basically gonna film a spoiler discussion right after this and post it up a little bit later, give people kind of a chance to actually see the dang movie and judge for themselves. But I wasn't feeling it, so I'm going with a 5, because I don't know. I feel like if you literally miss this movie, it's fine. Like I feel like you're not really missing that much. It wasn't very memorable. Like there's no scenes from this I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna remember that for like the rest of my life. Like compared to like the first 2 Matrix movies, I've seen the first Matrix like a bunch of times, but the second one, Reloaded, I've seen like once or twice. And I remember like that movie like it was yesterday. I remember like everything that happens in the movie. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think. Spoilers coming soon. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I post new videos. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Roshad Lamar. And be sure to check out my gaming channel, Roshad Lamar Gaming, if you're not over there already. Doing like live streams, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, all kinds of stuff over there. Lots of different stuff coming. Holiday season, so trying to finish up wrapping gifts and all this nonsense that we got to do for the holiday season because we love our families, right? Anyway, y'all, appreciate y'all watching. Catch y'all next time.